episode of What We Don't Talk About.
What's up? We're back with another episode of What We Don't Talk About.
Okay, so we're back with another episode of What We Don't Talk About, and I have my sister, my mentor, the baddest, the biggest, Asia Domonique. But dang, I let everybody else introduce themselves. That's how much I love you, because I introduced you.
And I don't mind.
Go ahead. Give us a little more insight into who you are.
Houston. If you know what that is, then you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Asia Domonique.
I'm so happy to have you here. So your experience, a lot of your experience is dominating the live music scene here in Houston. Tell us your favorite part about that.
Okay. My favorite part about our community as a musicianal powerhouse, because I will put us up against anyone.
Period.
Around the world.
Yeah.
Houston cleans clocks around the world.
Yeah.
I love seeing new talent come. I love seeing the new bonds forming, the new changes in our music community. Those are the really big parts that I like, because when you do it for a really, really, really long time like I have, it gets tiresome, old.
Redundant.
You need a break. You need to fall in love with it again. It's always refreshing to come and hear new talent and new people come and do their thing and just infuse new life and new energy into our community. That's the best.
When you say new life, new energy, is the differentiation in the live music and making it your own, or is it in the independent artistry and having totally original music and bringing that new element to it?
Both. Because our community, obviously the way the music industry is layered. There are layers to everything. So you have people that tour. That's the way that they make their money. You have people that do industry standard things where they only record or they come in to mark in a particular aesthetic. You have people that do more entertainment. It's more full circle, dance, act, and sing. You have people that do acting, everything as it encompasses, whether it is original material in nature, because we need original material. Of course, we want to support original artists like myself and D.Savannah as well, who has our music.
Yeah.
But as far as the live community, that same inflection comes in as well, because with the way that we approach doing live music, it's unique unto any other space. What we do, nobody else does. So whenever there's new faces, new voices, new sounds, it's always something that ends up becoming the fabric in what we do. And that's always important.
Oh my God, you are giving it to us. For the people that don't know, what's the different thing that Houston does that no one else does?
Well, let me give you a little lesson.
Give it to us, Cookie.
Okay, so we stack songs. That's what I call it. It would be taking music that is not originally yours, or it could be, and you create space where on one song, you stack other songs. So I may do The Way by Jill Scott. I may stack Rather Be With You by Bootsy Collins in that. I may stack The Sweetest Hangover by Diana Ross with that, and so on and so forth. I call it stacking because it's literally like a stack. You're adding songs, or you will take an original beat and you will add another song on top of it. So I could take Long Walk by Jill Scott, and I may add No Diggity by Blackstreet over the top of that, and never touch Long Walk the entire time. That's something that other cities, they may do it, but I believe we're the originators, and I believe the original is the best.
Yes. I have to say, my favorite stack from you is Lovers and Friends. You already know. When you do Lovers and Friends, I'm in the front. I know exactly where you finna go. You finna give us some WAP. You finna give us some Lovers and Friends. You finna give us a nice, sexy vibe. And that's just a quick, small example of how amazing you are with stacking the music. And I think I've definitely learned from you how to even hear so many different songs on one thing. Earlier, I was hearing it and I was like, I can hear this, I can hear that. And we was kind of playing, going back and forth. And I think that's an art. And I absolutely can agree that only Houston does that. What's the bad business? What's the thing that you don't like? What's your ick? when it comes to these people booking us for our talented services?
Okay.
What's your ick?
I'm going to preface this by saying, these are my thoughts. Okay? Don't send me hate, because I want to be sure that I want to be sure about this. It's my opinion. And if it don't apply, let it fly. For me, bad business intersects in a few different ways, but 2 ways that I see that we could improve as a community and as business people, because if you do this for a living, if you say you're a professional, if money is exchanged in any way and there is an agreement made, you have a responsibility to deliver that product and for the product that you've delivered to be compensated for. Us being honest about the wages or about the amount of money that's being spent and about being upfront about how we're going to do business. Obviously, a contract is the best way. I advocate for that. However, being a man or a woman of your word is paramount, regardless. Because without a contract, with or without a contract, if you're not a person of your word, it's going to show. We don't have courtrooms for no reason. Another thing that I would say that intersects as performers, this is specifically for us, whether you are doing sound, from the sound man up to the performer, be serious about what you do as an artist. Come dressed and ready to perform. Come on time, ready to do your job. Be prepared in advance and have an idea of the atmosphere you want to set, or if the atmosphere that's being set has been requested from the individuals that are hiring you, be ready to deliver that so that the business can happen both ways. I believe a lot of the issue that we have in our city is that we're so talented. You can literally throw a rock and hit anyone and they have some type of musical talent. The business does not follow, and the level of excellence, I call it excellence because to me, perfection doesn't exist. It's a myth that'll keep you running in a circle. But if you chase perfection to catch excellence, then we got something here. Excellence is the goal. If you don't believe you're a star or you come in looking like everybody else, nobody will believe that. So business, making sure that whatever we agree to is being taken care of up front. If we can manage that, let's not wait till the end of the shows.
Let's not wait till next week.
Let's break bread and get it done, or being honest about what you're able to do as a business person. If your payout is Tuesday and that's your official payout for everything, you need to say that during booking.
Absolutely.
Any and all things that apply need to be stated or asked and answered before we even agree, so that no one walks away slighted and no one walks away feeling like they didn't get the product that they paid for. Very important.
Oh,
I could go on and on. I got more, but I'll stop there.
Yeah, because that's a big thing, and I've experienced it myself. I think that is a running thing, a casual thing that happens, and it's so much talent that's touching these stages and these venues and these new venues, and people are coming and spending their dollars to support these businesses and establishments, and I feel like we're afterthought. We're not made a priority. And it's very unfortunate. And I think that other artists that are coming onto the scene, they're getting a bad example or a bad experience of it. And speaking of other artists that are coming onto the scene, a lot of them have said that Houston is cliquey, that it is a crab in a bucket mentality. Do you feel like we help each other? Do you feel like we're cliquey? Do you feel like it's easy, or there is a path for new artists to come and find their way in the music industry or on the music scene?
Let's keep it above. We are cliquey. However, I will caveat that and say, no matter where you go, if there's a music community, there are cliques. Now, who you choose to click up with determines what you do, what you don't do, and some of the opportunities that are available to you. My goal in being what I consider an OG in the city is to help people to understand cliques are not necessarily a bad thing if you understand your clique is not the only clique that exists here. It's okay to click up and yoke up with people that you feel like are like-minded in what you do. When there's an issue, where the issue arises, is when we click up and we start to criticize what other people are doing without coming together as brothers and sisters within this thing, or as business people. We ain't got to be best friends, but regardless if I like an artist that's next to me, if the opportunity fits them, I want them to have it, because it's not going to ever stop my blessing.
Yeah.
Stopping a bag or adding bad information. Now, we talking truth.
Yeah.
If you ask me about an individual and I say, hey, this issue has problems with time management, that's me being honest about my experience. That doesn't mean they're going to do it with you, but habits die hard if you've been doing it.
Yeah.
If we could just come together and say, hey, we have poetry communities, we have live music communities and R&B, gospel community, alternative community, rap community. If we can intersect respectfully and say, hey, even though we are our own clique, we appreciate what you do, or hey, let's build a bridge and break bread together. How can we create space for not only us to make money, for the people to be blessed and to have great opportunity in hearing what we are able to do before we make it to the next step we're going to. Let's do this in a way that creates unity, synergy, and good energy, so that when people come, they're really getting the best of what we're able to do. Because when you ascend, let me tell y'all this, zoom in if you need to. Even at the higher level, where you see the big celebrities, BS exists there. They are NDA'd and they are paid well to deal with it. But don't think people don't call out and don't show up. Don't think people don't do what is requested of them, or don't do it the way that it was requested.
That's good.
It all happens at every level. The difference is how you get paid and how things function. If you NDA'd not to say nothing, you ain't gonna say nothing, but that don't mean you didn't experience it.
Exactly.
So that's real talk.
That's good. It's so good. Miss Asia Domonique, tell the people what you are most excited about working on right now as far as your career, and where can we keep up with you?
Okay, so Mother has taken quite the break, but
that's necessary sometimes.
I'm making my way back, and I am working on new original music. I have released music already. You go to Asia Domonique, AJADOMONIQUE. All social platforms, including YouTube, you can see past works, and new works are coming in 2025. So stay tuned.
I love that. I'm so excited for that. I've been waiting for that for you, because you just are everything to me, and I know that your original art is going to be just as phenomenal as your cover art. So I'm so excited for that. And so Asia Domonique on all platforms to find out where you are. Thank you for coming to talk with me for what we don't talk about. We talked about some good stuff.
I love me some D.Savannah, y'all. Let me tell you something. From the day me and her met, literally I locked eyes with her and I knew we was gonna be besties. And anything and everything she does, everything she touches is top notch, and it's a master class in how independent artists can make a path, keep their integrity and their character intact. Especially for the ladies, character and integrity fully intact. Understand? And make your way and be original and do something so wonderful and positive. I'm so proud of D.Savannah. She's amazing, y'all.
Thank you. You'll make me cry.
Don't cry, because you'll make me cry.
Thank you. I love you. We'll see you next time on an episode of What We Don't Talk About.
Bye.